So we're on.
We live.
Can you see if anybody's on yet? How do I share it?
I just put it on your but you can share it. Go to your. You have to go off your phone. You have to go to Yulin Dupree on your phone, and then on your page on your phone, and then hit share.
All right. Well, should I wait a minute or what?
Nah, go ahead and share it.
No,
I'm waiting on people to come in.
Not the share part. I'm saying.
Oh yeah, I would go ahead and share it to all the spots you want people to see it from, and then come back to the intro.
Won't let me share. Oh, there we go. Oh shit. All right. Well, we're live. Yulin Dupree. First show back in what, 17 years, something like that.
Very, very, very long time.
Been a while. Special guest in the studio today. We got Bat with us.
Yeah, there.
Today's topic is going to be, why do women these days seem to expect the side dude to do all the boyfriend duties or even husband duties if they're into that? So there's apparently some kind of. Did I already introduce everybody?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I'm rusty. Hold on. Let me share it. Give me a second. Technical difficulty.
Take your time, brother. Take your time, Pastor.
Sound like
I'm
doing my Easter speech. There we go. Sharing it. Public. Bada bing. Bada boom. Wait, I can still see it on my
phone, yeah.
But the comments will show up here?
This comment, I'm gonna put the comments on the screen.
Somebody already commented. StreamYard commented.
I think that's us.
I did it. I put the link on the phone.
All right. So yeah. Let's get into it, man. If they chime in, they chime in. If not, they don't. We can repeat whatever needs to be repeated. But why does it seem like women want the side dudes to do main dude duties? I have my own theory, but I tend to talk a lot.
What you Bat, you want to chime in first, or you want me to go?
I'll kick it off.
Okay.
I ain't never been in that situation, so that must be some new school stuff. So, but what I'm suspecting is it's probably the dudes. It's the guy fault. You know, he's setting the wrong president. He trying to cake it and press her because he a lame, so he ain't got no real game. So
the side dude?
Yeah, the side dude, you know.
You gotta tighten up.
Trying to impress her with the money, so you gonna keep throwing his cash, she gonna take it.
And that sets the expectation.
Mm-hmm. Now she got this too many lanes in a system. Now she gonna expect that from everybody until she run into a real one.
Damn. I was gonna blame it on the economy.
Inflation, inflation or TikTok?
Both. No, I mean I tend to agree more so that the precedent has been set. Because when I was coming up, you know, it was just Splackavelli action. Right. Not that I participate in all those things, but
correct.
As a retired professional side dude, it's like Superman and Clark Kent. Superman don't have a job. He just show in and do Superman. He show up, do Superman stuff.
He ain't going about his business.
He ain't going about his business. Save the day, get up out of there. Then like, clock in. You gotta do this, do the dishes, take me to church, take me to Walmart. No. Right. I just swoop in, do the business, out of there. But I think what Bat said, these guys beg for it so much now, they don't know how to be in actual relationships So the side dude treats it like a real relationship. And now they expect they begging for it, I think.
I gotta agree with y'all. Dang, I hate we 5 minutes in and we already agreeing. But I agree too. I think dudes has messed the game up for doing too much caking, too much. They doing too much. They offering to pay the bills and they offering to buy stuff and they offering to do all this X, Y, and Z to get the coochie when they don't even realize that you're gonna get it anyway if you just stay in your lane. But it's been so much caking going on to now that women expect caking because caking has became the new thing. You know, back in the day when we used to laugh at you if you were caking. Like you
exactly
for caking.
I think, and I love Lil Wayne to death, but I think he messed it up when he made that song to say it ain't tricking if you got it. Because think about this. All of these girls, and I'm generalizing, nobody on here commenting back, so I'm gonna say it. And when they watch it back, then I'll probably catch some hell about it. But all of these young ladies these days, especially a certain generation, love to find a quote unquote trick, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you can't call them a hooker, but that's what tricking is.
Correct.
So, but if you say, "Oh, you needed a trick," that means you're a whore, you're a prostitute, and they're like, "No, I'm just." And I think side dudes get into that, like they're viewed more as tricks. Used to be a woman wanted a side dude to fill a need for her, usually physically, emotionally, whatever it was she was missing. But now I think the side dudes the women view them as you need me. I just happen to be in this relationship.
Right. Yeah, that's crazy though.
It used to be the other way.
They forgot their place.
Right. It used to be baby, I'm cool over here. I'm going to work, minding my business.
Right.
I'm good. What you mean your man don't do what? Yeah, I got you. I swing through on Wednesday and dust that off for you. Don't worry about it. Now it's you get to come by when he's at work.
Right. It's like a privilege. It turned into a privilege now.
I think too a lot of it is because these young cats don't have no and this is gonna sound, what you say, no diddy. But they need perks and honey packs and all these things. The rabbit hunch on these girls. Ain't no real men making love to these women no more. I think that's.
And also to add on, a lot of these young cats ain't got no game either. A lot of these cats in this second generation ain't got no game. So they use the money, the gifts, the trips and the paying the bills, getting their hair done, nails done as a part of their game. Because they can't talk, back in the days it was you had to. So and it's two sides to that because the women are basically, I'm trying to say this in a nice way, but it's almost like a legal version of prostitution.
Yeah,
you just ain't on the side of the corner. Because back in the days now, buying a woman gifts wouldn't even get you no coochie. Because women, I know plenty of women. My sister and her crew, and I grew up around some real women that used to get all this out of a man, and you still don't get none.
Yeah,
hair done, nail done.
That was just to get access to the conversation.
Yeah,
right. And then a lot of them knew they were so strong-willed women and strong-minded women that they didn't feel like they needed a man. So it was like, if you like me, okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I know chicks that had a dude that they always went to for their hair.
Yeah,
they got a dude they always go to when they want to go get an outfit or two. They got a dude that they want to go to just for money to go out with. Like so. I think it goes back to a lot of women used to be strong-minded and strong women to the point where I don't need you, but I'm gonna use you since you want my time and my space and my phone number, it's gonna cost you. Yeah. And you had to actually have a game to get some coochie. I have sex.
Well, I think too. I agree, but I don't want to be one of those guys that sound like social media ruins everything. But most of this younger generation now, if you got a little bit of following on Instagram, or some kind of popularity on TikTok, these girls, and I hate to say it like that, but they want to be internet famous so bad or relevant that the guys don't even really have to do much at all as far as game. They don't have to. They don't have to know how to talk. They don't have to know how to dress. They don't have to be a gentleman. They don't have. We had to do all that.
Yeah,
you had to press the buttons 47 times just to get to L on your text. So when you text the message, that shit had to mean something.
Right.
So to piggyback off that, it's going on. Two things happening, right?
You just pay for it.
The women are lowering their standards,
Yeah.
right? So it don't even take much, you know. And then on the other side, the men ain't got game.
Well,
And it's probably because they ain't got no daddy. Because, you know, where we got it from, our uncles, our daddy, they ain't got no real male role models in their life. So, you know, you get a little gang because you get coached up by the OGs. But these dudes, they out here, you got the want for the coochie, but you ain't got the skills to go hunting for it. You know what I'm saying? So they out here, well, I got money. So she like, well, shit, well, I need something. So she ain't got, you know, her mama, she probably got a single mama working 2-3 jobs. So mama ain't home teaching girl no game. And, you know, everybody ain't family oriented like we used to. So she ain't got no cousin teaching her the game. So she like, well, shit, if you got some money, you go ahead and get it. So nigga coming with no game. She ain't got no standards or no morals. And now it's like, well, this is it now. This is it. If you got money, then we can do something.
I think
And that ain't the business.
That's a good point too, though. One of the things I try to teach my daughters is your value is not measured in dollars. You know what I mean? But I think these days, a lot of young women, a lot of young men, that's how they view it. You see everybody flashing the money on the arm, and you know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong, we used to throw a little money around back in the day, but I grew up in a generation you didn't show your money.
Right.
You go to the bar to buy a drink, you hold your little knot
money to the side, yeah.
Get it out real quick. Or you go in the bathroom and get out your 20, and then, you know, nowadays
that'll get you robbed back in the day.
Right.
Somebody knock you across the head.
But now they do it because they want somebody to see it.
And see.
And now they see it, and the ladies don't understand their value. The young men don't understand their value. So they just assigning dollar signs to it and saying, if you want to be around me, enjoy my company, it costs X amount. They don't even know how to do math right, though. $40 for 10, because I asked them how much you make an hour. Where you work? Oh, I work for Amazon. How much they pay you? $15 an hour. Bet. I'm going to give you $40 right now. That's 2.5 hours worth of work.
To not go to work?
You ain't got to go to work. Just stay here for a minute. And I only need you for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But, you know, I don't know how you rebuild value, except I think there is a deeper concept, like what you're talking about, is you have to reestablish what it means to be a man, what it means to be a woman, just to get back to regular side dude action.
Right. For real. And you know, we got to do it for the culture.
And that's the crazy part, because then you get it when you actually, and side dude too, just so we clear, side dude could be her side dude, or he is the side dude because he's in a relationship and she's single. So it's two versions of a side dude. You could be her side dude because she's in a relationship and you single, or you could be in a relationship and she's single but you her side dude. But either way, it's getting out of hand to the point where now, like, being a side dude is just as stressful. It costs you the same amount of money or more than being in a relationship. Now it's gonna cost you more if you in a relationship and she's single, because now she's gonna make you do more. Like, you're gonna feel like obligated to do more because you want to keep her quiet. You don't want her to put your business out or put you out. So now when she asks you to pay her bill, or you voluntarily paying the bill because you like, okay, I gotta do this to keep her quiet. You get what I'm saying? Versus if you her side dude, then you can kind of say, I ain't paying that. I ain't giving you no money for that. But if you in the relationship and you cheating on her, you got to pay everything, because otherwise it's almost like hush money.
Got you. Well, I think too, back to the standard. A lot of women, I say women, a lot of men too, but a lot of old school women wouldn't mess with certain men who couldn't. Not that they needed the money, but they wouldn't mess with you if you couldn't afford their lifestyle. If you couldn't. Right. If they knew you couldn't take care of their kid or help around the house or help with the car, you didn't have access to them. So the side dude was able, but you know, it wasn't expected. It's just like if my husband falls through, I know the guy that I'm giving my body up to has my back. But I think now they're just trying to cash a check up front. Ooh, side women get too attached. Side dudes just want one thing, right? But they're willing to pay for it. That's kind of the problem.
I just seen a woman say she had a whole sneaky link, but she mean a nigga family. Ain't a sneaky link no more. Y'all shit is out in the open. That shit in the open.
Ain't nothing sneaky about that.
like they saying terms, but they ain't really using the right definition. Like,
Yeah,
how is your sneaky link and you at the family barbecue? Like, nah, y'all
I'm
might
with
well go ahead
that.
and make that thing official.
It starts with education. Nobody's
Hear
smart
me?
anymore. That's the problem, man. Nobody know what words mean, man. They just say anything.
Yeah, and like Dupree said, these women ain't got game either.
Right.
Cause how you let this nigga buy you McDonald's and you give up the coochie?
Four
Not
for
in the
four. You
nineties.
got the biggie
Not in
bag,
a 4 for 4. You gave up the coochie for a 4 for 4? Come on, now.
and he forgot the extra sauce. Wow.
Give him 25 cents for the sauce. McDonald's
Luke,
tripping.
Z said facts to your other comment. I don't know if you've seen it when I put it up
What
on the
up?
screen.
Yeah.
What up, man? Mike Loud.
But yeah, and to the food part is the food part, and then drugs and alcohol.
That's a big one too. When I was coming up, there was girls that, don't get me wrong, there was girls that smoked and drank and did whatever, but for the most part, most of the young ladies I knew, if you did it, they kind of considered you like a tomboy, like you're not really. You might smoke a little bit, you might drink a little bit once every now and then, but you wasn't walking around all day like shit. Roll up, like who want to match? Who want to match?
Yeah.
Like, my homeboy say that. Why is you saying that?
Right.
And now that's normal for the girls to be. I don't know, man. I think it may be deeper. The more we talk about it, it may be a deeper issue.
It's definitely.
Like 2-parent households and family, the family dynamics, and I'm not a psychologist, so I won't get into all that. But I think things have changed with all these independent women raising these young women to be so focused on money.
And that, folks, is how we got to the situation of women expecting
to be treated like the
side.
boyfriend by two guys. Basically. I don't know though, because I'm bad about that though. Like if I say, hey, come hang out. FYI, I'm not married anymore. I can say this, but if I say come hang out, and she said, well, I was gonna go with my friend. I say, bring your friend. I got her too.
Right. That's voluntary.
But
that's voluntary. Yeah.
But I'm not expecting to sleep with the friend just because I'm buying her dinner or getting the bottle or whatever.
Some dudes do, but yeah, you're different.
Well, I don't expect her to expect that. That's weird to me. It's a bottle. It's $37 worth of Hennessy. Why do you need to give up your body for $37 worth of Hennessy and the chaser or whatever? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, I might still get her, but I was just feel bad.
Absolutely. I'm not turning it away now.
But I'm just saying, like, how do I respect
your gratitude?
Later? How do I value her later?
If you don't,
if I can buy her,
you can't save them all. You can't save them all.
But I think that's what they don't get. They think that shit's cute when they're young. And now you're 30 years old and wonder why nobody wipes you up.
Because I was a little different, man. That's your daddy job to build that into you, man. If I can buy a bottle of Hennessy and you give it up, then that's on you, man. Your daddy or your big brother should have taught you better.
Though, but a lot of these women are ruining themselves and creating another generation of
the same thing.
Yeah, just pay. I know I'm not gonna have no value once I get 30 years old. I can't have kids. I done slept with 100 men. Blah 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 blah. Women don't understand that dynamic shift. For men, we only get more valuable as we age. We're getting more steady into our job, more skills, more knowledge, more experience. Our economic value increases. So $40 when I was 12 is a struggle. $40 when I'm 30, that ain't shit. That's my lunch. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And you ready to give me some pussy for $37? Yeah, I do that. Bring your friend. Why not?
And then that turned into you just put yourself in that category for that particular guy, or how many other guys you're doing that for. You're the get a bottle, call her over girl.
You the jump off.
Nothing else. And so, but see even though chicks still get the boyfriend treatment from somebody, because there's somebody out there that gonna do extra just because
that's gonna wipe for us. Yeah.
I know. And so you got a bunch of old, because it's a battle between the old school dating types in the world, and you got the new generation dating types in the world. So it's two worlds of dating. So and some women understand it and some women don't understand it. But you got, like, if you a girl that talk to multiple dudes, a different dude, right? If you talking to some older, from the old school, and I ain't saying older in age, I mean older like in maturity, older in knowledge, and had somebody teaching them. If you're talking to somebody like that, that's the one that y'all want to put, the women want to put on like the back burner, and he moved too slow, got to wait to payday, stuff like that, or he ain't just jumping to do something for you. Then you keep the other generation dude to get you by. It's kind of like having two jobs. You got your main job, your main check come in, you're making this amount, and then you go get that second job to get you through until your main check comes.
A quick cash,
thing. Yeah. So it's like, okay, the chicks got these side dudes that they know gonna spend money, they know gonna break them off, even though in that relationship.
Loans though, this shit you can never get away from it if you commit to that, or it's harder to get away from.
So you got that, so that's what become a side dude. So if you're a woman that's in a relationship, she got her main man, he going to work, whatever he doing. Like you in a relationship, but you got the side dude, and you asking the side dude you telling the side dude to get my time, get my energy, to get my attention, to get me to cheat on my man. You got to do X, Y, and Z. I need my nails done when I say I need them done. I need my hair done when I say I need it done. I need my toes done. I need my bill. Then you asking to do. They be having the nerve to ask a dude to pay bills in a house that they don't even stay in. Like, I don't understand your house. You asking me to help with your light bill.
I'm not even allowed to come over.
Right. Like, man, my sole job, and my sole responsibility, and my sole, what you call it, my role in this relationship is to only talk to you when you hit me up, and we only link when you say link. That's another thing. What these other dudes is messing up is they know they the side dude, and they still feel like they supposed to text the girl, they supposed to call the girl, they don't like on her posts and pictures and stuff, and like
that's crazy, bro.
It's an attention thing. They think in their mind this is how they be in relationships. They just assume, I know she got another man. Here's my big thing. When we talk about this with marriage, to some extent, we've talked about this before, where men meet a woman and they want to make that woman their wife. Women are raised to get married. It doesn't matter who the guy is. He just needs to meet a few criteria. Check the box, check the box. Men view it different. We say, I want to be with this one. But then we're hunters, gatherers. Natural instinct says if all I got to do is X, Y, Z, and I don't have to do the whole thing. What they say, why buy the cow when you can get the milk free? So inflation now is I don't have to buy the cow, but I got to pay a little bit for the milk. But I don't have to pay the whole price for the cow. I just give her $40, text her a lot so she knows I'm interested, so she don't find another side dude. I think men don't know their value these days. That's my whole point. Men don't know their value. Women think they know their value. Because old school like I'm, recently single, and the side dude market is wide open for regular side dudes. Just FYI. I can show you my inbox later, but it still exists for our generation.
Man, that used to be my favorite position, man.
I came up on that.
You get all the benefits and none of the work, none of the stress.
That's why it's so hard for me to trust women these days, because I was
absolutely, and I said that's my karma. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. But I was that dude, like, hey man, I don't even want to holler at you. Like, you just a cool girl, you know what I'm saying? Because I got other stuff going on. I ain't pressed to get yo coochie. I want it, but I got some other stuff going on.
But I got something else to do.
You know what I'm saying? I can plant this seed and let it blossom one day, you know? So man, I had a girl, she was a hard no, like I got a boyfriend. Okay, you have a friend. Yeah, I got a friend. We talk, Man, it came to one point, she was so comfortable with me, she was doing homework, you know what I'm saying, at my house. She was doing homework. Help her. Oh no, don't do that, girl, do that. Oh, you know that? Yeah, girl, I'm just out here, but I ain't done. Man, one day, man, he acting up. Girl, he's so stupid, girl. You're a good woman. You're a good woman. Next thing you know, you know what I'm saying?
Let me scratch your head.
But they want to, like Dupree said, they confusing that side dude role for the boyfriend role. Like, no, bro, it's either you in or you out, and then y'all contaminate the whole system, and everybody forgetting their role. Nobody got no game or sense of direction or sense of self, and it's just chaos running around, man. It's just a whole cycle that's broken.
And I think because people get to live behind these screens, behind these internet lifestyles, like, look at me, I'm out here with all these different women or different men or whatever, and everybody, young people don't know the real life they think that this is what it takes to be with somebody. You got to buy all the bottles, you got to buy the purses, you got to pay for the nails, you got to do all this. And the women believe it because their homegirl's doing it on Instagram, not realizing she got a 93-year-old sugar daddy somewhere, you know, that nobody talks about. He's messing the game up because these young guys think, oh, well, I got to pay to play. No, you don't.
See, that sugar daddy role changing too.
Yeah, man.
And to your point, to your point back too about the girl wanting. So the other side of the reason why women expect the side dude to do boyfriend stuff is because usually before the side dude was just okay, we gonna meet up, we're gonna hang out, we're gonna do our thing, we're gonna go home. But nowadays, people, I'm gonna say both sides of it, because men too, but the woman is looking for another boyfriend because her boyfriend they lead with their emotions. What I'm trying to say. So you want to be loved, wanted, you know what I'm saying? You want somebody to be there for you 24/7. So whatever you can't get out of your man, now your side dude has now become your other safe haven. Now he's your
without having to really invest anything emotionally.
Now he's your emotional support. He's your financial support. He's the same thing that you're getting out of your boyfriend, but it's like you trying to look for. I don't really want to say hope, but it's like you got a man at home that should be loving you probably, but like it's a lot of times the side dude get in because the man doing something wrong at home. So now that he's whatever board that he's leaving open, if the side dude feel that board, then he in there.
That's the 80-20 rule.
And then that's how the side dude become like, okay, the board now you the boyfriend, and then that's how a lot of people end up leaving because now you really vulnerable. It's a vulnerable state that you're in, and now you turn that vulnerable state into, oh, I want to be with him, and then you realize once you get with him that he gonna fall short just like the dude you were just with, and then it's a never ending cycle. Now you didn't now before you know you with the next side dude because it's gonna always be somebody that's gonna try to holler at you. There's always gonna be somebody who's gonna try to put their best foot forward. I always say that meeting somebody and dating is like a job interview. In your first 90 days on the job. The first 90 days on the job. Your job interview, you're gonna knock it out the park. Which means your first introduction, when you first start talking to somebody, you're gonna knock it out the park. And then your first 90 days on the job, till you know that you solidify that job.
That's the probation period over.
Right. You're gonna be on time. You're gonna be paying attention to her feelings, her likes, her wants. You're gonna remember what her favorite coffee is, her favorite coffee spot, like all that. And that's what a lot of side dudes doing, because side dudes are feeling like they gotta do all that. Let me remember that. Oh, she usually go to lunch at 12, so now you popping up. You know what I'm saying? Bringing her lunch.
DoorDash at 12 o'clock.
Yeah, DoorDash and stuff to her. She talk about, because a lot of time women don't. A lot of these dudes messing up. Women don't actually ask. I don't think all the time. Yeah. It just be they talk and see what you're gonna say. So when she talk about, man, I got to get my hair done this weekend. I got this done. I got to take care of this. I got to get my son shoes.
I hope you get it done, man. Let me know when you
right. Send me pictures when you're done. Let me see.
But too many dudes that don't have game, or too many dudes that don't understand the game, they're offering like, oh, I take care of that. Oh, but because the women putting it out there just to see. Oh, I'm $150 short on my black beard, and this nigga don't do this, and this nigga don't do that. And then you feeling like, because you don't know the game, you feel like, oh, let me take care. Because you thinking you wanting up. You think you want up in the nigga she with, but you're not. So like the niggas didn't mess the game. Right. And now when you now a real dude who trying to be a real side dude ain't, now when you talk to a chick, you looking like $250 to get your what done? Yeah. You asking me?
Oh, call me when you finish.
But it's a bad side to that for the man, because if you in a relationship and you're trying to talk to a chick and she's single, or maybe she in a relationship, it don't really matter. But if you're the one in the relationship, then the pressure's on you, because if you tell her no to the $250, or you tell her no to not paying her light bill, her cell phone bill, now she can go. Now she can spray you. So it's like it's two sides of it. It's like dudes that messed up the game, and then some women are smart enough to use this to their advantage because they know you don't want nobody to know that you cheating. So now when she say, you gonna get my hair done, and really you like, hell no, I ain't gonna get your hair done. But if you the one in a relationship, you gonna send that money.
I still
Yeah.
blame dudes ultimately because,
Yep.
and this is gonna get me in trouble if it's live and somebody get it back. But I'm real traditional in the sense that men lead, right? Women can choose who they want to sleep with. We know that up until a certain point, but men choose who they want to marry. A woman can't be chosen to be married unless the man says, I want to marry this woman. And so that power dynamic shifts. But right now, a lot of young men don't know that there's other women who don't require all this pay to play and all this. There's still women out who value themselves. But instead, they're so desperate for pussy, or I mean, I don't know if you can say that live. You know what I mean? They're so desperate for action that they'll spend their whole net check just to get somebody to cuddle with them. And the women find this out, they take advantage of it, not realizing it's not supposed to be that way. You should value yourself enough to where a man wants to take care of you in the right way, not just buy you a 4 for $4 or a bottle of Hennessy or whatever. Here's 4 margarita shots at the bar. I know all y'all coming home with me. Like, what the hell?
And now it ain't even the 4 for $4. Now it's the crab boil. You get it. You go taking the
crazy
inflation. But what I'm saying, if a man recognizes a woman's value, he doesn't even want a woman that can be bought with a crab boil.
Correct. Not to be in a relationship with her,
right?
But to hear her when it's a
side project.
Yeah, you hear her when you finna go out, or your homeboy having a car night.
See, that's the problem.
Bored,
too many men are
you leaving the.
Too many side dude men are making these women feel like they are the girlfriend. So these women feel like they have.
That's what I was gonna say.
Two men in their life.
They don't set the correct expectations up front. You know what I'm saying? Like this what it is, man. You gonna do this, we gonna do that. I ain't gonna mess with you, but man, like
they don't know how to say no right away, though.
Man, like if I had a side girl, if I had a girl and I was a side dude, I have some shit. Like even in recent times, not too recent, but even in recent times, like man, I'll send an emoji. I'll send an emoji. You know what I'm saying? And off the rip, she know what that means. Right. You feel me? And and based on what it is, I know within a couple minutes, if she don't respond, let it be.
Let
if
it
she hit
be.
me back,
She
you know
won't
what I'm
let
saying?
it be. That's the problem.
If she hit me back, it's on.
They'll beg for it. They'll beg
you know
for
what I'm
it.
saying? I stay in my place. I don't over communicate. You know what I'm saying? Like when it's time to get together, it's time to get together.
It's Tuesday, 8:00. Let me shoot the text. See what's what. Though? And nothing happened. I'm not, baby, please, baby, please. Where were you at? Why you not answering? Nah.
And since I got game, I don't have to lie. Hey, check this out, man. I got a girl at home. She be tripping. Blah, 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 blah. But I'm fucking with you, though. But we can kick it. Okay, cool. So I got my main chick. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got that courage in them, that boldness. They don't know that it's okay to say, hey, I got a girl at home. You know, we be up and down, but I want to fuck with you too on the side. And
this say all the lies. You the only one. Oh, I love you. So most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my life.
That's when you get sprayed. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Me, I'd be like, oh no, I gotta go home to the missus. But
exactly.
you available, like, hey, Saturday at 3.
You know you weren't supposed to call me that late now. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you know I'm with the missus. Chill out.
Hey, know your role. You out of line. But they don't do that no more. These boys beg for it. But too many people give it up too easy too, though. If you can pay, if it can be bought and sold, right? It's a commodity. Now we just talking stock market. What's the play? What's the price?
Who value you? Because like the three of us, for instance, the three of us could be talking to the same chick, and I guarantee you, all three of us gonna be doing different stuff, different levels. One of us gonna be the one that paying and sending her money. One of us gonna be the one that I just hit up, come through, go home. That's it. And another one gonna be the one that taking home trips and buying us. Like it's always like.
Well, I feel like these particular examples, this three of us would probably all just be
not us in general.
I'm just saying
different. I'm just saying, but 3 men could be talking to the same shit, and every man doing something different. Every man bring he. And that's why.
This particular group be like, "Are you with Dupree? All right, well, shit, just hit me when you're done."
This particular group ain't even trying to find out who you
right.
With. I'm not even concerned. I don't even know who you're talking to. And first of all, this particular group, we grew up in the era where if we is talking to the same chick, we don't let the chick know we know that she talked to the other one. Right? These days, niggas be ready to say oh, you talk to, like a nigga will holler at a chick that they know you talking to. Like this, I ain't even talking about dating. I'm not talking about your wife or your girlfriend. I'm talking about the chick you just talking to. If you tell your homeboys or you tell these so-called homeboys that you talk to her, these days a nigga gonna go try to talk to her just because they feel like, oh, if he can hit her, I can. And they gonna go to her, they gonna lead with, oh, you talk to such and such. You know what I'm saying? Or I heard you be talking to my dog. And so it's two sides of that, because one either the nigga gonna spray you to get the chick,
usually,
or he gonna say
Man.
like, oh, you talk to such and such, so now I feel like I can talk to her. That's also what's messing the game up, because now.
Yeah, but they let them though. The girls don't they don't value themselves, man. That's
I'm saying the girl, if the girl let them or not let them, I was finna say that's why you don't tell.
Oh yeah.
People who you talk to. When somebody be like, oh, you know such and such, I'm be like, nah.
Absolutely.
If the girl
now he go to her.
Put on game. Don't tell people who you with. Don't tell nobody who you dealing with.
He already know you talk to her. So now he go to her and be like, man, he don't even claim you, man. What's up?
But and then
do that for real.
See
that, and if let's say you ain't even talking to the chick. This how messed up these dudes is these days. If you ain't even talking to the chick like that, but you know her, but he may like the chick. If you tell him you know her, like, oh yeah, I know her, girl, because niggas don't have no game, so they try to eliminate. They go through life every day trying to eliminate threats when it come to chicks. So if you know the chick, and I know you know the chick, and I like the chick, I'm finna go call myself eliminating you. And if you ain't even trying, like you could be not even trying to talk to the shit. So now I'm gonna go spray you because, oh, you know, such and such, and I know he be hot in that cheese. Now I'm gonna be like, okay, I need to make sure he don't get the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? He don't get in my way. And the whole time you be like, I ain't even trying to get in your way. Like, so why you even talking about me? But that's another problem. These niggas got no game, so they play a process of elimination all the time. It's all the time. Oh, you know, loot. Oh, loot ain't this, and you know, yeah, loot this and loot that. That's just how nigga. I ain't gonna lie, a long time ago, I had a cousin that liked the chick that I was talking to.
She was cute.
Yeah, of course. I talked to her. Anyway, I had a cousin that tried to. He liked the chick. I ain't know he liked the chick. We was younger. I ain't know he liked the chick, but you know how it is when you young. You with the boy, you talk about who you date, who you talk to, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
blah.
You just sharing, having regular conversation.
And that person took the information back to that person on some, oh, you messing with cousin, oh, blah blah blah, and then she started messing with me and started dating him. So it's a little bit of to show what kind of character she is.
I can't respect,
but at the same time, why you gotta even if you want to get the coochie or get the girl, go use your game. Don't use me to be like, oh, whatever.
Have your own, stand on your own. But see,
that's so whack to me.
But I still blame men, right? Like if you know the product's bad, but you're willing to buy it anyway, something's wrong. Right. Like if you don't have the balls to tell a woman, hey, I can be your side dude because you a jump off, but that's it. You only worth $100 a month to me, period. Right. Like they won't say that though. Whatever you want, baby. Oh, baby. Bitch, you know damn well you're not gonna marry her. You're not gonna walk down the aisle. You're not gonna be seen in public with her for real. Like, but they won't say that because they're afraid of missing out on the coochie. And that's the problem. They can smell that it's available, but don't know how to get it without being desperate. And women are taking advantage of that. So there's really no side dude action no more. It's just sneaking everywhere. I don't even know what they call it.
Yeah, I don't even think they sneaking. It ain't the such thing. They saying that, but on both sides of it, the younger generation started the sneak. Well, they be saying the sneaking link thing because we used to call it
booty call
back in the day.
Booty call. Yeah. Booty call. Hey, we calling you between these.
But even like side dude, Splackavelli. Like I'm gonna come through and beat you down.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
But see, sneaky link is another word for boyfriend.
Right.
Boyfriend. Right. That has because when you sneak, if they really was actually sneaking linking, then it won't be no cash app exchange, ain't no money. We ain't mean that no flamingos, getting no wings and no drinks and shots before. Right. It's like I'm coming to your house, or we going to the hotel, and that's it.
Right.
They
don't do that.
I hate to sound like one of them old dudes, man, but back in the day, we was really living that life. This younger generation just heard the stories and they trying to relive it, but they ain't got the heart, they ain't got the tools, you know what I'm saying? They ain't got the game to live it, so they just being all emotional. Yeah. Agreed. But now we was really living it, And we the ones who was we laid the foundation down. I don't know how this happened to where everything is so transactional. That's why
That's the problem.
the dating system is messed up because everything is transactional. You taking that side dude mentality to your relationship, and this is why divorces end within a year or two. Everybody getting divorced within a year or two because everything's so transactional. That ain't what marriage is about.
Yeah,
But that's a whole other show right there, though.
But you're talking about commitment and loyalty and dedication, understanding that there's a greater calling than just the thing in front of you. That's why I say I still blame men.
Yeah, I agree.
We're overvaluing the product, not to objectify women. I don't mean it like that.
I get what you mean.
When you talk about it from a side dude perspective, she's already put herself in a boat that says, I'm available.
She can only go this high. Her ceiling's only so high if she has a side dude.
And if more men, that's my point. If more men would say, well, I can't accept that as just be honest and say, great, I'll be your side dude, but when I find a chick that I really am interested in, you got to stop calling me. Right. But they don't do that. They say, oh, baby, love you, baby. Oh, you so the greatest everything in the world. Because they're weak. It's a bunch of weak-minded men these days that just, okay, I can't talk good to you. I can't show you manly traits on understanding and how life works, but I do have a job that pays me $20 an hour and I can give you, $60 at the end of the week to pay for your nails. So how much?
Nails not $60 by the way, but yeah, I get your point. Please let me know when they get their nail number $60. That'll help me out a lot.
I got you. I'll find out. I've been out of the game for a minute.
Well, yeah, I get what you're saying, but that's really what it is. So kind of bring it in a little bit. We're saying the reason that women are expecting side dudes to do boyfriend stuff is because the men have messed the game up.
I think that's what we all kind of saying in a different, but kind of the same way. It's our own fault.
And how do we? Okay, I guess I ain't gonna say rectify because I think it's over with.
You can't.
But because when I think about like, okay, how do you do when I'm around like the younger guys, and I see how they talk and how they move, and I'm just like, I don't see how I move like that. I never moved like that. I learned a long time ago, probably like high school is really middle school, high school is to not tell people my business. And that's really because I had an older brother, I had older siblings that was like I was learning from. Like I had older sisters, stepsister and real sister, older stepbrother and real brother, they friends. A household where I was able to learn from them. What was that? It sounded like an alien joint.
I don't know, man. It scares me.
But anyway,
I blame him back.
But so I have a different mindset when I hear dudes talk about chicks and doing this and doing that. I'm just like, and I get it to a certain extent. Now on the flip side of that, yes, some women expect it, and yes, some women are projecting themselves to want that, and some men I want to do. But then there's also some women that I ain't gonna say worth it, but it's some. Can I say good women that cheat?
Yeah.
So like, because I feel like people that when people talk about cheating, they feel like they got to make you a bad person. Yeah. Like you're not a bad person. You're not.
He's a great person, but
So when you just because you cheat doesn't mean you the worst person on earth, or you this horrible person, or you don't care. You're not a good human being. So some of these women that have side dudes, they are good enough women to where you like, because a woman kind of have a woman portray herself, how she move, how she carry herself, how she present herself can make you want to do it. Like, you talk to some chicks and you be like I want to buy her something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I want to see her smile. Like I want to take a load off her plate. So even as a side dude, if you get a good chick, she may or may not ask you to pay her bill. You may offer, so you may shoot her $120. You may shoot her. She talk about getting her hair done, then she finna go out of town, whatever the case may be, and you offer that because she makes you want to do it. And the same thing with women. Like some women, that'll have a dude and they'll want to do it for the man without the man asking. Like, we always talk about what women are always saying, what a man could do for them, what a man can bring. Can a man get their hair done, nails done, pay their bill, buy them a Birkin bag, buy them purses, you know what I'm saying? And women don't do the same thing. I say to that, it is some women that do that. Y'all just don't know how to get it out of them.
For sure. For sure. Do we lose bet?
I think his camera went out.
Oh.
So it's like two sides to it. It's like, yeah, the women, the men has messed up the game because, like I say, caking started back in the days when it used to be competition. If I can't talk, I had to buy it. You know what I'm saying? I had to take her out. I had to send her on a trip. I had to pay her rent. I had to
do something to stand out because your game was weak.
Right. And then so the game got flooded with so many guys who don't have no game, that don't know how to talk to women, that don't know how to approach women. To now, as soon as they get the girl phone number, before you even get the girl phone number, like you say, you at the bar, you see a chick you want to talk to. When you go get the drink, you got to pull out all your money. You when you're in the mall, you're in the mall or in the store somewhere, you getting a $5 bag of chips.
Pull the whole knot out.
If it's a chick, you want to spray with you want to pay with a 50 or you want to pay with 100. So now there's so many niggas in the game that don't got no game. So many niggas in the game that don't know how to play the game. So they using money and image to get the chick's attention.
I think education is key though. Like if most men knew that women outnumber us at least 4-1, especially in Tallahassee. But when you factor in gay guys, women outnumber us almost 8-1. So for every one dude, there's 8 girls.
Right.
All of them at some point want a husband, want a faithful boyfriend, da 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 da. If more men understood that and would say, "Hey, what's up? You're cute. I'd like to get to know you," and they'd be like, "What you gonna do for me? Nothing, bitch. Have a nice night." Right. And they move on. Right. Then more women would be like, "Uh-oh, I got to bring something else to the table. Right. I can't just be bought and sold. It can't just be transactional." But we don't. Instead, you got those young guys who they don't understand how the world works. So all they've ever seen is 2 women their whole life. You know what I mean? They don't understand that there's a gang of women out there.
Travis
all
Hall.
nice looking. You know what I mean? They haven't been outside of their neighborhood or outside of Tallahassee, so they automatically throwing the whole check at her because that's what they think.
That and you gotta think about too. A lot of men don't know how to hold a conversation. Number one,
they don't know their own value.
A lot of men don't know how to hold a conversation. They definitely don't know how to be responsible, intentional. They don't know how to build anything. So what I'm saying is, I said it's easier for me to be a side dude and pay for it than it is for me to talk to you and hold conversations with you and even go on dates
to carry the relationship.
Right, like have any responsibility. A lot of these dudes, they run from responsibility. That's why a lot of dudes don't get in relationship. I seen a post one time before that said a woman had shared it that a man that has multiple women really gay. That's basically what the post says. Like if you're messing with a bunch of different women, it's because you're gay. And I don't agree with that. I just know that I feel like men. It's a whole nother topic that we can discuss another day. But I'm saying I use that to say that the reason why side dude is so many dudes trying to be side dude boyfriends is because they don't like responsibility. Yeah. So anything that sounds like commitment, anything that sounds like consistent or something connected, they're gonna run from it. So although they're doing side nigga stuff, and they may be doing, although they're a side nigga doing boyfriend stuff, and they may be doing it for like 4 or 5 different women.
They know they're not all the way committed though.
They know that is anything that sounds connected is like, oh, I'm running from that. That's why you see a lot of dudes don't have no cars and have all that money, Jordans,
trash bags,
chains, and they be in every club, be having booths, be out of town at events and all this kind of stuff. Got all this going on and don't have no house, don't pay no rent,
no stability,
don't got no light bill because they don't want to run from responsibility, so they rather live off a chick.
But that's that Superman vibe. That's what I'm saying. It's easy. Everyone thinks Superman got a hard job. Superman, if you ever watch an episode of Superman, he only got to be Superman for 10 minutes during that whole 30-minute episode. You know what's hard? It's easy to swoop in and buy a bitch dinner for $100 one time. You know what's hard is making sure her lunch straight every day, making sure her car working every day, making sure she feel valued and cared for every day, even when you don't feel like it. But when you on Superman time, she only get to see you at your best. But they don't understand that. They think, oh, he loves me, he cares for me. No, bitch, it's easy.
Yeah, they didn't confuse money with love.
Easy.
So I'm gonna just say definitely just answer the question directly. Why these women expect these side dudes to do boyfriend activity? Thought the dudes let them.
Because we let them. That's it.
As a whole, we let them.
That's the price of admission now. Yep. Agree. I think that's it in a nutshell. They raised the price to this, so we
and we say, oh, okay. Yeah. No pushback, no nothing. No negotiation, no, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, oh, okay, this is what it is. And we just moved on with it.
I agree. I think that's the problem. I think the problem is there's not enough men that will stand up and say, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Stay with your man.
So your whole
work on your
thing,
relationship.
I had been got put on that game long time ago, man. So yeah, I'm gonna have me a couple, especially in Tallahassee. Why I don't understand why niggas be hating, bro. Like we get especially in that younger dating pool, we get a batch of new women every semester.
Every semester.
If you between the 18 to 25 age range, we get a new batch of women every semester, and they all fine. TCC. FAMU, Florida State, we get a batch from all three universities.
In my age range, you get their mamas and the daughters. They both love me.
You know what I'm saying?
Greg, we got a comment. Greg said, I don't think it's the guy's fault. Guys just do anything to get that cat, and these weak-minded women fall for it. That's also, we kind of touched on that already. That's also
I mean, I don't disagree.
I think two things can be true. Yeah.
Exactly. I think there are weak-minded women who will fall for that, but there's also women who think they're not weak-minded. They play on the weak-minded men who say, okay, how much? Okay. Right. How much? Right. Okay.
Oh, boy, back in the day, you was a duck.
I got another one. Your homeboys clowned you.
Clowned you. You got clowned. Boy, you bought her something to eat.
You did what?
You bought her a soda.
How much? What? Well, I hope she brought two friends.
Right. Listen, because
you paid for the
whole
group.
With us. You can't go out with us tonight, man. You gotta stay home.
No, but you an embarrassment to the group, buddy.
You think about it, because in our era, you ain't had no game if you paid for it. So and
that was an insult.
And that was an insult. That was an insult. So now it's glorified because now you don't even got to have no game. You just automatically saying paying for it out the gate.
It's like a talent. Right. When we was growing up, it was like a skill.
Yeah.
Right. We took pride in it.
And only certain people possess that. And so, if you had it, he's one of them. He wanted them,
What the kids say? What the kids say? I'm him.
Game in their pocket.
I'm him.
She gonna save you for later, but right now I'm looking for a duck. She duck,
right?
But
it was a pride in the skill set that said I have a way of speaking and talking and carrying on and present myself that women find appealing. You just walk up with $100 and be like, "Oh, I got $100." Okay, you also the guy that have the nicest basketball at the court, but you don't know how to play. Like we don't need you around, really. You messing up.
Yeah, you got all the Jordans, you got the headband, you got all the gear, but you can't make a layup to set. You know what I'm saying? You
don't know how to pass a damn ball. Get out. But
no IQ, no nothing.
I think a lot of us need to mentor more young men better in that area. Just say, hey, if she only asks you for money, stop talking to her. That's weird. Right. And you need to get your game up because they should be talking to you because who you are.
Because if she a real chick, she should already have, them bills paid. Like, what you doing? You sit on your ass? You know what I'm saying? And don't tell me you in the project, you in Section 8, because that shit they have me free. You know what I'm saying? So,
$40 rent.
And a lot of women do be having a lot of women that I ain't gonna say a lot of women. Some women that ask for that, put those kind of standards on it. They do have their shit together. They just don't want to spend their money. So it's like I'm spending my money on my bills and stuff like that, and taking care of my home. Now, so it's like that's why I said go back to two sides to it. You got some women that are strong-minded and strong-willed and know that what they're doing. They're saying, if I'm gonna give you some coochie, if you're gonna be have my cell phone number, if you're gonna be getting my time and my attention, it's gonna cost you. So it's like two sides to it, where it's like not all women are doing it because they weak-minded and they looking for something.
No,
you got some women that saying
no. That would have been my question if somebody present that to me. Like, what you doing?
Need to say if a woman ever told me that, ever indicated that any kind of way, I would say, "Have a nice day, man."
Yeah. But I'm saying, so you got to think about. But I was saying earlier, it's certain women that even if they're whether they single and you talking to them or whether you they side dude, it's some women that are good women and good enough women to where you like, yeah, we ain't together, but you present something to me to where I want to do it. So if you do ask me and I'm just your side dude, if I value you, that's the word I was looking for earlier. Because women can care that present themselves in a way where the man values them. So if I value you, whether you my side chick, my ex, my baby mama, my future wife, or whatever the case may be, if I value you, I'm gonna do it. Right, like so you were saying earlier, Luke. Like when we sometimes when we're intentional, when we want a woman, we know whether we want her just to hit her, we know whether we want to marry her, et cetera, et cetera. But if me and you get to talking, and I may have had the intentions of just like, well, I'm just trying to smash. Yeah, and even though you got a nigga, me and you talking, you may have your head on your shoulders, you got shit going on, you know what I'm saying, you got your shit together, you already attractive, that's why I'm talking to you. And then you start figuring out, oh boy, she brings something to the table. Like, so you start thinking about like, boy, if I was with her, her mindset and what she carry herself, she bring value to the table. Yeah. So to a man, if I value you, this is just me. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. When men value something, we don't look at it as caking. We don't look at it as tricking. We look at it as investing.
I'm paying for
I'm investing into a valuable asset. Yeah. Whether she's gonna be my asset long term or not, that's how we get ourselves into. Now, if you spending money on a girl that don't have no value, then that's tricking. And if I'm just paying you just because you come through at 4:00 in the morning, then but if I'm paying for your hair done and I can't talk to you after.
I think that's the problem. What we're talking about is a lot of young men don't know how to put those categories together. They don't know how to say, I don't mind paying for you at 4:00 in the morning. That's valuable to me. To not have to do anything all night, go out and have fun, come home and then hit her up and pay for her Wendy's. That has a value to me, right? But I don't know how to keep it in that category. That's what those young men don't know how to do, to say, that's your biggie bag category.
Right.
Stop. They just got everything running together.
Stop doing the Waffle House. Stop doing the nails. Stop doing the Brazilian waxes. She's not in that category. That's your 4 a.m. biggie bag.
But if you, but I want to say, but if you value her, she may start off as just the 4:00 in the morning. But once you put her in that value, but you saying they don't know how to move it around. They don't know how to. If she ain't valuable, you leave her at, I'm just gonna hit you up when I'm leaving the club.
If it's a true thing, if she is valuable, then you don't want to be the side dude no more.
No. I want to be the side dude. But
we're gonna agree to disagree.
Listen, you got to hear me out though. If you start off talking to a chick, first of all, like what you're saying, they don't know how to switch in between the two.
I think
because me, if I hit you when I first met you, or if I hit you too easy, you're never going to get in the value category anyway. So that's just one. Whether I'm your side dude, whether we both single or not, if things are happening too quick, then you're never going to get in that value spot anyway.
It's always going to be a fast food restaurant, never Connors or Schuler's and then.
Right. If you carry yourself in a certain manner and we're just talking, even if I'm your side dude or you my side girl, however that part is working,
you show up in a way that matters to me.
If you bring value, I'm saying like most men, like you said, they don't know how to. These young cats don't know how to put 2 and the 2 and the 3 and the 3 because there's no way. There's no way I'm gonna be giving money and investing in somebody who can't do the same thing for me. So if you ain't got nothing going on in your life, all you do is hang out, smoke weed, go out with your girls, do crab boils, and that's it. Like you don't do nothing. Like then you ask me to get your hair and nail done. I'm like, no, because if I get on my dick, how can you?
Right, you ain't gonna help me. I need my haircut. Where you at?
Now if I can hit you up at 4 o'clock, if you're single. And I can hit you up at 4:00 in the morning and you come through, but you got your shit together. You got a job, you got your own car, you paying your own bill, you ain't expecting nothing from nobody. You just like what you like, you want what you want, and you grown about it. Then I'm gonna have value in you, even though I can hit you up at 4 a.m. You the same chick, right? Like I can hit this chick up at 4 a.m., but she ain't got nothing going on.
Right.
Like she asking me to pay this and pay that, but I can hit you up at 4 a.m. and you got your shit together. That's a different value. So now I'm gonna offer to get your hair in there done. Like I'm gonna be like
the same thing. They don't know how to put them in them categories.
They don't know how to put them.
Yeah. And a lot of time.
Go ahead.
is these dudes who trying to fill shoes that's too big for them, and they catching
Ooh,
feelings, pillow
ooh.
talking with their sneaky link all day. Like nigga, that's not a sneaky
Thinking they
link.
being tough.
Yeah, and they want a pillow talk when they texting they sneaky link all day. That's against the rules, buddy. These are the
Mhm.
rules. Like, so you might well just call her your girlfriend. So they doing girlfriend and boyfriend stuff, but they call each other sneaky link, side dudes, or whatever. But
Mhm.
they not operating in the same system. You know what I'm saying?
At all.
The
So
system
that's
messed
why the
up.
game messed up. You know?
The system messed up. Now, I think we hit it on the head. Is the women expect it because the men that messed the game up
Yep.
with
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
doing it just because. You know, you're doing it just because, and you're doing it without even you're doing it before they even ask. Majority of the time. So then, if I'm not the dude that's gonna pay for nothing, and I go talk to a chick who's been having dudes pay for stuff. Number one, we ain't gonna get along. We ain't gonna make it because I'm gonna tell you no, and we ain't gonna talk. And then you gonna tell me I'm broke. You know, they got the brokey vibes. They like to say you got brokey vibes, and you because you can't. Nah, it ain't that I can't. I seen a post that was so deep that said that man ain't broke. You just not the one.
You're just not financial. He's
Yeah.
not financially attracted to you.
Your financial try to you like you're not the one. One thing about it, like I just talked about men, bro. Women don't really understand this about us either. Man, when we value something,
Whew.
I don't care what we're doing. We could be married, we could be
We'll figure it out.
boy. Listen, because one thing about it, we use the same barber for forever. We usually take the same route to work. Like we
Same
gonna
team. Love the same team.
love the same team, loyal
No
to
matter
our
how many
team.
coaches, how many sorry ass quarterbacks.
Man, listen, what we go to the same bar. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's
Order the
like
same meal.
the same rappers. Like, and the women we talking about, we don't like commitment. We commit to what we
We'll commit.
yeah.
So what we want to
I've been listening to Gucci Man music since So Icy.
Bro, I'm still a Lil Wayne fan to this
Right.
day.
So it's like no,
Yeah.
we had rules back. Greg said we had rules back in the day. Ain't no rule now. Yeah, ain't no
Yeah.
rule now.
Right. That's the problem. There's no code. There's no rules. But I still blame the men. Who's teaching these young men?
Oh, we set the rules. We set
Nobody.
the rules, you know.
The problem is it's too many. It's so back in the days we were blessed to actually be raised by adults. Like our adult. So
Yeah.
even though I ain't gonna say like all our parents were older when they had us, because some of our parents were young when they had us, but we grew up in an
The
era where it
culture
was
was
still
older.
Yeah.
it was still adults. Now you transform to this generation, it's a lot of kids having kids.
Yeah.
So nobody's raising the kids but the internet, because you got to think about all these new age parents. They get, since iPads and tablets been a thing, these younger parents are still trying to be outside. They get a tablet as soon as their kids are, because back in the day you had to give a kid attention. When you cry, you had to be picked up. You had to be you had to be loved on. Or they told you to shut your ass up and sit over there in the corner until you figure out what you're crying for.
Yeah.
But now it's like none of these moms and dads are parents. You know what I'm saying? So devices are raising the kids. Devices are keeping the kids' attention. And the grandmas who raise the kids are babysitting. I ain't gonna say raising. Now the grandmas who raise their kids are babysitting their kids because the kids still outside. Or you dropping it off at grandma's house and you giving them a tablet. You tell them to go over and they don't bother you. You on the phone in your group chat talking about what y'all about to do on this girl trip, about what y'all about to do tonight at them niggas high, and you ain't giving the crowd, boy. Ain't nobody, and the niggas are not real men, so they ain't taking care of the kid. They're not in the kids' lives. So by the time they get older, they're only gonna do what they see, and they have no. That's why the dope game messed up. The streets in general, being in the streets is messed up because everybody's just running around with it like a chicken with their head cut off. Nobody don't got no loyalty to their homeboy. They don't got no loyalty to their family. It just messed up.
It's too feminine right now. And not saying like men can't have emotions and feelings and whatnot, but it's oversaturated with what's the shit
at some point you gotta what they call it, man up.
Yeah.
Right.
Like they getting raised by single women, so they acting like it. So they falling in love and men getting sassy and zest. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like y'all got too much going on. Get back to the basics. Say what you mean. These niggas are too afraid to be called anything other than what they are. You know what I'm saying? So they want to be desperate to prove them wrong. No, I ain't broke, but you can call me that. But guess what? My car
Right.
paid for. I got my own house. I got this good job going on. So you can call me, bro.
Yeah,
But it go back like you said, I just ain't trying to spend my money on you.
too many young men, even in the mentoring side of life, you realize too many young men care about everyone else's opinion.
Yes.
I grew up in an era where what they say, sticks and stones can break my
bone, but
words that never hurt me. You call me whatever. Don't put your fucking hands on me. So you call me broke, you call me blah, you call me this, you call me that. And that applied to everybody. I talked to young, hey, you beautiful. Can I get to know you a little better? Are you buying my drinks? That's all right, baby. Have a good night. You know.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah. And I move
you
on.
You gonna find you a duck somewhere else, baby.
And I see my homegirl look at me with the googly eyes and I say, how you doing tonight?
Show your ass.
I don't participate in the foolishness. There's no need. And these young guys don't understand that. So they participate in the foolishness and they create a market. It's just economics. They create a market where access has become transactional. It should never be transactional. The value is too high to be no one can really afford you. If you really put
honestly
a dollar amount on it, nobody can afford you. Really.
That include your job.
Even your job. If we really put a dollar amount on it, nobody can truly afford anybody. Maybe Elon and Bill Gates can buy people, but for the most part, if you're not a trillionaire, you can't put a dollar amount on somebody's character,
value,
qualities, and content of their character. But we've managed to do it because these young guys don't know how to beat their meat no more, I guess. I don't understand. Porn is everywhere. You really don't need. I don't know.
I give you saying you don't really need to have sex to get to the finish line.
Right. Like, why are you so desperate? Why are you so desperate that you just bring your credit card out and you don't even know this chick? She hasn't even earned the spot. She's still on the biggie bag lane. Why are you spending
and you know what's crazy? And see, this is the other side of it. By them, I love your point. And because you do all that, you pull your credit card out at the bar or in the club, you buy her all these drinks. You whole time you're thinking.
You on me in particular?
Not you specifically, but I'm just saying your point of how these dudes just whip out their credit card and try to. If she say, "Are you buying me drinks?" The simp mindset is, I'm gonna go to the club. I'm gonna find some chicks. I'm gonna buy them a bunch of drinks, and they're gonna go home with me. The reality is, most of the well-rounded chicks that know what they're doing. You got a bunch of them that's going to the club saying they leaving their man at home, or they leaving from home by themselves or whatever, but they already got whatever lined up.
They just going to
they may choose somebody else in the club. Right. They already got their sneaker link set up too. They know, okay, when I leave the club, I'm gonna hit you up, blah blah blah. So they go to the club with understanding that it's gonna be some simps. You got to think about it. Women have a plan. They know
get your drinks. Get your drink on.
They gonna get drunk free. Why you think the club let women in free all night? Because they know that
women gonna bring niggas. You know?
But those women respect the game because her side dude not paying for them drinks. He waiting on that 3 a.m. call. Babe, I got 45 minutes. Let's
get it in. Let's get it in.
Now, he waiting on that.
And she know, and if she in a relationship and she go out, she know, okay, club in that too, right? If you want to go see old boy, see, and I don't want to put no time frame on what women do, but the doors open at 9. Right, women usually get there early.
You're gonna get somebody's woman in trouble tonight. Careful.
So, man, go ahead. They need it. Put them on game, man. They need it. They're making us look bad, man. You got to put them on game.
Oh, somebody gonna be stuck in the house all summer after this.
So what usually happens is the woman that knows she's trying to go see old boy before she go home, and she want to do it within that time frame, she gonna go to the club earlier. Right.
Free drinks.
So, most dudes gonna get to the club at 12.
By 11.
So as a woman, if I go in there, let's say the women go at 10 or 11, they might buy their own self a couple of drinks. They homegirl, they sit in there. But once the club get ruined, they know they out it, huh?
They buy one, not a couple. One drink and they sip it.
And so they already got a plan. Like, girl, I'm out here by 1.
100%.
12. Some of them may be out at about 12
Probably,
or 5.
yeah, 12
Probably
is.
because if she get out of that 1, right, the club in at 2, she get a whole hour with dude.
Waffle
Plus,
House at
you
3.
gonna parking lot pimp for about 20, 30 minutes. Then
Waffle
you
She
House.
go to
ain't
walk.
no, so now she ain't even parking lot pimping. So the chick that's trying to get to the
No, he's
side.
saying
No,
she
I'm
got that
just
much
saying.
time. She
Oh,
got
yeah,
that much
That's
time.
the
yeah.
time frame
Yeah.
of a
No,
normal person.
her
Waffle
man at
House.
home. I'm talking about the man at home. Now
Yeah,
the
so
man,
she plotting to go be with her side dude. So she know this is, oh baby, we were just hanging out in the parking lot.
That's what
That's
he's
what she gonna
saying.
tell her dude. Yeah.
12 o'clock leave. You got till 1 because you hanging out in the parking lot. And then you got till 2, really 1 to 2.
yeah, you got to 2.
And then you got Waffle House after. So you got to about 3, 4 o'clock before you really on somebody's clock.
So you do a lot of damage in those 2.5 hours.
I just need 35 minutes to an hour.
Really?
But the women who so that's good in a certain thing. But what if you got a woman? What if you in a relationship where it's like, nah, you ain't being out that late? So I'm talking about the woman that's trying to get home at a reasonable time.
Oh, we
She
just
gonna
push the
leave-
time back. That's it.
Yeah,
just
She gonna leave
leave
that. I'm telling you, she leaving that club about 1 o'clock.
Yep.
Yep.
She gonna tell him we got about 45 minutes.
Yep.
Because you got to think about it. If you normally go to the club and you don't go, I'm just saying this for the woman who usually
Up
home
on
by
that
3.
game, yeah.
This
No,
one
this-
to go to church. I got you.
The one who usually go home by 2:30, you know,
Mhm.
she ain't parking lot pimping. She ain't going to Waffle House because first of all, she got a nigga and she ain't trying to be in all these circles around all these people.
Yeah.
I'm talking about them kind of women.
Yeah.
So
Gotcha,
she's
gotcha,
gonna,
gotcha.
so she's gonna do. She don't need but 30 to 45 minutes. So she's gonna leave that club about 1 o'clock. That's why I say about 1 o'clock. She
Yeah.
headed to you. Y'all gonna get it in by 2:30. She home, and you thinking she can't? Sure, you thinking she came home straight from the club? Whole
Yeah.
time she didn't spend the last hour and some minutes.
Whole
Hey,
time she
love
felt
the
like a balloon
time.
for some reason.
Tell, and she hit straight to that shower.
But
You
so
know,
I was
she-
saying that to say the nigga the type of nigga Luther was talking about that's quick to pull out their card. You thinking you buying some coochie for the night?
Yeah.
You just
And
get
that
her ready
coochie,
for the
that coocie's
side
already
nigga.
reserved.
It's already reserved.
Already
That's
signed.
in the book. That's in the book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's already
Hey,
assigned.
she
So why
booked
you
up for the night, buddy.
why you thinking? Oh, let me get that for you, Mom. And you think you showing off?
And she like, yeah, okay. Ooh,
Yeah,
okay,
this
yeah,
duck.
okay.
Got this
And
duck.
guess what she gonna do?
Hey, and look
She
what he
gonna
telling his homeboy, bro. I'm in there, bro.
Yeah. Well, listen, and then this what she gonna do?
Hey, 2 minutes.
She gonna go to you. She gonna come to you the rest of the night. Now, she may come to you the rest of the night, but you so dumb, you're gonna go to her.
Right, you following her around. Knows
Now,
wide
now
open.
you gonna hey blah 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 blah. Cause she may even some of these women, especially that you may not get her number, you may get her IG. Some of them even give you their number and make you think you getting somewhere. And you need another drink. Yeah, you see her.
Hey,
Now
he
you
telling
buying
his
her
lit,
homeboy,
boy.
hey, I'm finna set this up where we good tonight.
Guess what gonna happen? She ain't
I'm
gonna
gonna call
respond to
you.
man
I'm
another
gonna
text.
call you. I'm gonna call you. You know. Yeah,
Ain't
you
gonna
gonna see
friend or
that.
nothing. You just spend $150 on her, and then and some of these simps, like Luther was saying earlier, if the homegirl, you going some of them say you're gonna get my homegirl. Some of them are bold enough to say you're gonna get my homegirl a drink too.
Yeah, she got a drink too. We having a good time. We having girls' night.
And then you thinking you're gonna tap your homeboy and say,
Right.
now
Now
you
you
come
gotta
on and now
tap
both
Johnny.
now y'all
Hey,
got the
man,
whole
hey, lock in, bro. Hey.
boy, listen, we gonna get these drinks, we finna go to the crib with her. Y'all done got these girls drunk for free.
And that's what's wrong with the game now. That's why side dudes can't be, because she already told him, I got a man, I'm straight. No, I'm just trying to make sure you have a good time. I'm not trying to be your man. Oh, okay. Treat that a dog.
And think about it. Now you when you say that, oh no, I'm just to get you a drink, but you ain't saying I'm trying to get you drunk because I'm hoping you go home with me. Like back
I
to saying,
say that. That's
you
what
ain't
gets me in trouble.
you ain't communicating that. Nah, these drinks come with me thinking that you going home with me. So they try to play it out like, oh, this money ain't nothing. I'm just, you know what I'm saying, get you a
Right.
drink, girl,
Yeah, ain't nothing,
whatever.
have a good time.
And then
As soon as you
once
say
tell,
that, she finna run you dry.
well, I was just gonna say, once you tell her that she told you got a man,
That's called
and now you
onion.
telling her you don't care, you just want to buy her drinks. Cool, let's run it up.
Yeah.
Let's run
Do
it.
your thing. Show me how cool you really are. Go.
Right.
I'm gonna go try that in Top Flight tonight.
No, nah.
Now it's another side of that, but it goes back to whether you got game or not. And I don't really understand. I never really understand the whole thing of trying to holler at chicks in the club because I don't really think
Too loud.
you can. It's too loud, and I don't think you could really put on like you need to put on. You only way you could you got to hope that chick answer that phone when it's time to go to Waffle House.
Yeah,
really
it's a small window.
right.
If
And
you
if
don't
you
get in there,
because
hang it up.
what men
Hey,
don't
boy.
realize is a lot of women in the club, they already got it set up. They already got some stuff lined up. That's why if you ever been in a club and you holler at the chicken, like, dang, I got a number, I got an IG, and showing the response. After that, it's because the window that you had to get her is gone now. Whatever nigga she got on the side already, whatever nigga she know in the club, and whatever nigga she that try to talk to her that she may think is fine. That's you talking about 5 to 6 niggas battle. You know what I'm saying? 5 to 6 nigga battle right there. If she don't call you after that, if she don't call you when that club let out, between the club let out and Waffle House, you can go ahead and erase her number.
Yeah,
you spend the money. You ain't spend the right money.
Or you spent the right money, but you
spent the right game.
You behind the curve because you got to think about it. How much can you really display in the club other than money? Now, if you show her a bunch of money, now that's what we was talking about earlier. Now, if you pull out that knot, depending on what kind of chick she is, if she's a money chick, she'll put you up. What you call it? She'll expedite your appointment.
Yeah. You got priority seating now.
Now you like, okay, girl, you got a knot. So now she telling the homegirl, like, girl, he got a pocket for the money. I know his homeboy got a pocket for the money. Yeah. Let's see how things go. And then but if you ain't got the opportunity to do that, you gonna be
you just another guy in line.
Yeah, like you say earlier, Dupree, like you talking to a girl in the club, you gonna be against like 3 to 4 niggas off the rip
coming in.
Cause she got a boyfriend, she got a side dude, and she probably got a rotation of dudes. You know, she got her hamburger guy, she got the dude that paid for this, and so you gonna be going against a couple niggas already.
But see, if she a chick that entertain niggas, she probably got 3-4 niggas, 3-4 niggas that's trying to get in. Not the niggas, she ain't even entertaining them, but it's like 3-4 niggas that's trying to get in, trying to get her attention, that text her every now and then, comment on her IG every now and then.
See, that's the other thing with that side dude mentality though. When they do it wrong, they think they competing with the boyfriend or the husband.
No.
When I came up, it was no, I want y'all relationship to be good.
To work. I want it to be perfect.
I need y'all to be perfect. You know what you mean you finna leave him? Hold on, what he did? Let's talk about this. No,
he ain't mean it like that.
He ain't mean it like that. Call him back. You gotta talk to him.
Right. Girl, you know that boy love you. You know
right.
he love
you.
What?
Oh no, he tripping. Let's call him. Call him real quick.
Hey, this what you do. You go do this. And I put her up on game to go treat him better. Because I don't want her coming over here like, now we can be together. No, it's not the game.
What you tell us, baby? You know men don't think straight. You gotta he ain't mean that shit.
Yeah, no, he ain't mean that shit. Call
that
man back, man. Y'all gotta get right, man.
Just go to sleep on it. What you want to do? Go to sleep on it. Let me finish up here. You go home, just rest. Don't leave them yet. Y'all talk about it in the morning. Get some breakfast. But nowadays they be like, "Yo, fuck him. He weak. He this.
You don't need him. I told you he want shit. I told you he want shit."
I don't understand that, but that's what Greg was saying.
They didn't change the goals.
It was rules back in the day. I needed you to stay happy in that relationship. That's the only way my side job work.
Right.
I don't want you trying to put me on for more hours. I only need 3 hours a week.
Right.
Man, my situation.
Man, being a good side dude can keep a lot of people together, a lot of happy couples together, man. You know what I'm saying?
We was rooting for him. We was rooting for him the whole time.
I'm telling you something I know, but being a good side dude to keep a lot of happy couples together, man.
Side chick too.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie, and this may sound crazy, but I feel like
you finna say something crazy. I need to mute.
Yeah, I'm finna say something crazy. I almost feel
put
like
it in the private chat first.
Nah, I almost feel like let me put it in the private chat.
let me switch screens real quick. Let me see what you're talking about. Hell nah. Whatever you already typing too much. I don't even know what it is. Huh? I don't.
Man, you wild for that, boy. You wild for that, boy.
I don't know. Maybe. Maybe.
Hey, man. I had some women tell me that a long time ago.
Yeah, I've heard it.
It was an older woman. I was like 21. She was like 30-something. And she was saying the same thing. Like, you can't go for 40, 50 years. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't disagree. A little competition is good for everybody.
And the reason why I say
it's
that
how you go about it. The rules got to matter.
the reason why I say that is because you got to think about it.
I'm gonna write a book to that too. Yeah,
The
the
rules.
rules of
I think because I think it's like I'm trying to think how to say it without making it. I don't want to.
yeah, it sounds
make
bad,
it-
but I
make
get what
it-
you're saying though.
I don't want to make it transactional, but you got to think about
It keep people on their toes.
usually people who cheat or have side dudes, side women. It's because they're looking for somebody to fill whatever void that they
Something
don't
need.
got
Yeah,
from the
yeah.
person that they're with. And that's why I say cheating is not always a cheating person or a person who talked to somebody else outside of a relationship is always not a bad person. It's like, okay, well, somebody else might bring something to the table. Now, that don't mean I don't love you. Don't mean that this relationship is bad. Like people think cheating is when relationship go haywire. You mad at your girl. Like, no, cheating usually comes from somebody being. That's why a lot of dudes don't like their girl to have male
That's a whole
friends.
other story though, because I think men and women cheat for different reasons.
But I think cheating is put into one category, but it's not necessarily
Right.
all in one category. Like
Right.
you say, everybody cheat for this. That's why dudes don't like women to have male friends, and that's why females don't let their men to have female friends, because you build that chemistry with somebody, and you may not even be like, oh, I was trying to talk to her to cheat. It's just because I'm telling you, attraction is vibes, right? Like it's all about the vibe. So we may not even be talking like that. I may just have interaction with you at work. It could be strictly work related, like nothing else. But you know, as a man, you see a chick, you're like, okay, she attractive. But same thing for a woman. You see a man, you're like, okay, he cute. If I want a relationship, blah blah blah. But then it could be work related, but their energy and vibes gonna be like, shh. Now, like them energy and vibes is what you're seeking, because you may or may not get the same energy and vibes from your significant other. And it's not that you don't love them and you're not happy. It's just I'm telling you, one thing about energy and vibes, you can't just put that. You can't put all your energy and vibes into your husband or your wife. I think people be getting it confused with
Right.
like,
My wife, my best friend. Why?
Right. Like
weird.
Just because I could love you and I vibe, and this may sound crazy. I could love you and the vibes and the energy. All my vibes and energy don't got to be attached to you. I think that's when usually when this is a whole nother conversation.
That might be the next topic, boy. The next show.
Because vibes, because you think about it. If you put all your vibes and energy, this is why relationships don't work, and this is why people be so burnt out when their relationship don't work after a marriage, and they talking about postpartum stress and all this kind of bullshit. Is because you put all your vibes and energy into
that shit real to people, man.
That relationship. You get what I'm saying? You got to understand that vibes and energy can't be channeled. And if you try to force it and make it channeled to one thing, you're gonna be depressed like hell, because you ain't doing nothing that you like to do. You ain't exercise. You ain't
heavier load than you supposed to lift.
Exactly, and we can talk about vibes and energy on another show. But
I mean that's real though. To the point. I think for some people, maybe not everybody, but for some people, it might be good for their relationship. The side dude keeps that.
If it's done right.
If it's done right.
Right.
If it's done right.
Like I know couples to this day who they won't, you can't call it an open relationship because they won't say that.
Right.
But they both do their own thing and they have an understanding that don't disrespect me.
Right.
Like, don't disrespect me, don't embarrass me.
When we together, nobody walk up on us talking nothing crazy. And I don't want to hear no stories about what you was doing with who. So and both of them had an understanding. And I think for them, if you ever see them together, I think they're really passionate, loving, you know what I mean? It works for them.
Right.
Will it work for everybody? I don't know. Because some people don't
think it'll work
follow
for
the
everybody.
rules though.
Yeah, I was about to say, because everybody not going some men are so, and I ain't gonna say territorial in a sense of, this is my wife. I'm possessive, but it's like it's a jealous possessive on a sense of, and then a lot of men, a lot of these side dudes have side chicks. First of all, you are a side dude, right? Like you ain't even in a relationship with somebody, and then you be talking to chicks, and then you think they're supposed to talk to nobody. Or if they got a dude, you talking, you mad because she talking to somebody, like you talk to 20 different women, and you mad at her for talking to one different dude than you, and you're not even her man. That's another part of how these young cats got the game and stuff. It's like y'all won't even play. Y'all don't even know what y'all role is to begin with.
Right, you confused from the jump.
And then now that's why you ready to beat the girl up. You ready to fight the nigga. You shooting the nigga. And that ain't your lady.
Yeah. Wasn't
Nigga
never
finna
supposed to
do
be all that.
25 to life for some side chick coochie. That's crazy.
That wasn't even yours for
That
real.
one yours in the get-go.
You just paid more for it. You outbid the next bidder. That one, you didn't even do it right.
And she getting money out of all y'all because all y'all doing the same thing. And then it's always one dude. And you ever think about like how women be with the dude with nothing? Because they usually got 3-4 dudes
Who ready?
in their circle that's doing everything. Like you want to be like, nah, that nigga don't got no car, that nigga ain't got no house.
Sleep on the
But
couch.
But he
every
breaking
day.
her back in.
He breaking her back in for free, and y'all niggas buying her, paying for her hair and nail done, and you don't even know. And you don't even know in some cases you funding the nigga like, because she taking that money you giving her, and she buying him clothes and shoes, and she staying fresh.
She taking care of home with it.
Not home. I'm saying the nigga is like every chick that got 4. Let's say if a chick got 3-4 nigga that give her money, it's always one nigga that ain't shit, got shit, but he is still in the same circle of niggas who, right? Because you got these niggas thinking are leading with I gotta pay, I'm gonna pay to keep her and get her. The whole time it's one nigga that ain't got nothing that's hitting her because niggas don't know their spot. He know his spot. He telling you, telling her, I ain't got shit.
Don't ask me for shit. I ain't got it. I be by that 11.
But you got to think about it. Women love a nigga. I'm gonna tell you one thing about a woman. Well, this could be another topic too. Women don't care nothing about what you do have or don't have. If you can use your game to get in and you put it down, you solidify.
Listen,
she don't even care that you don't have a car. She don't like these women be talking about deadbeat baby daddy, and I don't want to get off track. They be talking about deadbeat baby daddy, but he had 3 baby mamas before you.
Yeah, what you thought it was? But I think it is a little off track, but I think it's back to the same mindset of these guys don't know their role. Right. And the women accept it and the women participate, kind of like what Greg was saying, that they get weak-minded just because they know at some point they're not going to be valuable on the market. All 3 of us right now could be in a 30-year marriage and at 60 years old get divorced, and it's some woman out there right now that's decently attractive, got a decent head on her shoulders that would kill to be in our life somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, all the girls we grew up with at 60 years old, they body showing they wear and tear, they got kids, they whatever. We're not looking for them.
Mm-hmm.
So men's value tends to increase over time. Women tend to decrease, but men don't understand that at a young age. They think, oh, this is now or never. I ain't gonna never get no pussy if I don't pay for it right now.
So to clean it up, as a single lady, when time goes on, they value decrease. But if you can get into a committed relationship over time, then your value increases.
Well, at least it's protected because a man values a woman until he has reason not to. So if he marries her at 30, 25, 21, that's who he wants to be with.
Mm-hmm.
He understands that she will look different at some point.
Life happens.
But she brings value that's not just.
But the longer these women stay single and stay in this dating pool, the less valuable you're gonna be. The less.
Yeah, but they don't understand that.
Yeah, and the proof is in the pudding. Ask your auntie who's still single. Right.
Why they bitter? Why are you single and bitter at 50 years old? At 43
same
years old?
person. You know what I'm saying?
Why you?
The problem with and the problem with that too is that they got. I'm glad you said that because they got bad guidance. Because the bitter auntie, the bitter mama, the bitter grandma, the bitter older cousin that was doing the same thing and never they was putting their fishing rod in the pond trying to hook a simp
using the
and
wrong
never
way.
got to hook a simp. So then they say men ain't shit. No, you just never got hooked. Nobody never caught the bait that you was throwing out there. You got pregnant a couple times, couple different dudes thinking that they're gonna take care of you and they didn't. And now you mad at men when nobody fell for your game.
I heard a pastor say this. It might have been your favorite pastor, but I don't think
Pastor Troy. Pastor
Troy probably said this. If you use meat for bait, you're gonna always catch dogs. And a lot of women don't understand that. If all you bring to the table is pussy, you only gonna ever attract men who just want pussy.
Right.
So if it needs to, men that only think like that, they're not like us where they say like, well, I don't value your conversation. I don't value your ideas on life or your philosophies or your thought process. I don't value none of that. I just want to hunch on you. Sure, I give you $60. Sure, I pay for your nails or whatever this week. That's the only type of men they'll ever get.
Correct.
So now when you 40, that shit not as cute. You still working that same job, you know, living with the same roommates at 40 years old. Like, wait a minute. You still counting on a man to pay your bill every week? Who are you? You didn't grow up. That shit cute in high school. Maybe college.
Definitely
a grown woman. Why you need a man? If somebody 30 plus tell me, are you going to pay for this to talk to me? Bitch, who raised you? Excuse my language. Why is you talking to me? You know what? You told me everything I need to hear. Have a wonderful night. Don't ever look at me again in my face. Please.
Hey, that's real, man. Because the longer you talk to a chick, and especially me, if I'm talking to a chick, I'm deciding which category I'm gonna put her in. Depending, she got just one time to mention it. Man, these bills. Man, I sure can get my nails. Man, all right, she gotta go get. I'm just definitely fucking her.
Let me see. Yeah, you need to feel, bitch. Them nails raggedy. Have a good night.
Now she talking some real stuff. Like, man, I just want to do this, do that. Blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let me.
Couple days later. She say, "Oh, what you finna do for lunch? Oh, I'm going to get my nails done. Shit, where you going at?
Right.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull up.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up? I want to get up with you. She's like, oh yeah, we can meet up and get smoothies. Really? Okay. So we ain't gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we can meet up. So I already know she into me for me. So
that's
don't even worry about it.
The guys don't know how to value themselves, and the women have learned that I can be transactional. They just don't have the what do you call it? Foresight.
Yeah.
To look 20 years, 10 years down the road and say, the shit cute when I'm, 28. But when I'm 38, all the men that's willing to do it now are going to be grown and married and not doing that shit. I'm going to have to rely on some kids.
They don't even understand, like you said earlier, it's not a lot of us out here. So it's not a lot of men, period. Now we want to talk about heterosexual men,
right?
You talk about men who got their shit together. You know what I'm saying? That is so. If
you, I forget the little stats, right? But every woman want a tall man. So the average man is 5'7" or 5'8" in America. So if you want a man that's 5'9" and up, and I don't know, me and Dupree tall, I don't know your height.
I'm 5'11".
Okay, you in there? You good? so to find a man that's taller than average is 5'10" is taller than average, right? To find a man in America that's 5'10" that earns more than $50,000 a year, that is single, that doesn't have any kids, that's 0.07% of the population, right?
Dang.
Meanwhile, to find a woman in the category that she got ass, she got titties, and she may or may not be single, that's like 70% of the population. Is she over 18? Yes. Okay, we
need to do a class, man.
That's 63% of the population right now. Over 18 and is female, identifies as such.
It's a science to this, man. Women, you don't have time to play around. Men, you don't have to settle.
That's why they say women can fuck who they want. Men marry who they want.
Absolutely.
It's gonna always be true. There's only a handful of us. And that's not even getting into like the stable, good career, 6-figure. You get into 6 figures?
Oh, you want a man that's faithful who make all these figures?
Man, you get into unicorn status. And you got a girl that's 5'3", 237 pounds. They want a man that's 0.00036% of the population. Right. How? When you come a dime a dozen, I can go right now to Walmart and find 6 women that's 5'3".
Tennessee Street.
Right. Right.
She probably on Ocala Road.
But see, most men don't know that because they never get outside of their own little area. These young men
tripping, boy. That shit be popping, boy. I go there just for a piece of bread, boy.
Man, listen. If most men understood, you can go literally anywhere. You just stuck at Top Flight. You just stuck at the moon. You just stuck at I don't know where the fuck
those lines
go, but yeah. So yes, you see the same 27 women when it's only 15 dudes and or it's 32 dudes and 27 women. Yes, you're competing now. But if you get outside and go to libraries and go to church and go to the coffee shop and go to damn work, you'll realize It's a lot more women out there than
get out the fucking neighborhood on the corner selling them damn drugs and shit.
That's what I'm saying though. They don't. So the pool gets uglier and uglier and lesser. Guys like me, relatively attractive, make a little money. I already know my worth. I'm gonna laugh at you when you say, "Oh, you gonna buy my drink?" I'm straight, baby. Can you move over a little bit? I don't like to be around poor people. Excuse me. I don't want the bartender to think you with me because I know you don't tip. Go over there a little bit. Right. You know what I mean? That's how I like. It's okay, baby. You fine, but you're not finna mess up.
You ain't that fine.
Yeah. Have a nice
day. I'm gonna buy your drink, but you must be leaving here. You must be leaving here with me.
Who? Yeah, we go together. Meet me in the bathroom real quick.
Listen, I buy you the drink. We go together now. The fuck? I'm gonna follow you around this whole club the rest of the night. You dead.
I'm gonna tell them straight up. Yes, I buy it, but here's what it comes with.
Right.
So do you still want it? Boy, you crazy? No, I'm serious.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, let me see your phone.
If I buy you this drink, you come into my car afterwards. And
I need your phone. And I need your phone the rest of the night.
No, I just need the
phone. I make sure I know you call. So I know you call me at when the night over. Use your homegirl phone. Call your phone when you're ready. I'm gonna be at the car.
On FaceTime, so I know it's you. Man, come on, man. We wrap it. I'm going to Top Flight for real, man. Y'all come on.
See, I'm a baby dude in the morning.
What up, man?
Don't worry about that. Who that was? Somebody just jumped in.
Yeah, I'm a homeboy.
Yo,
going on.
But yeah, man, I think it was a good show, fellas. We I think for the to wrap things up, bring everything back down. The topic was, why do women these days expect side dudes to do boyfriend shit? And the conclusion was the men have messed the game up and watered the game down to the point where women expect it because men are doing it for no reason, for no cause, and men don't understand their value. Is that correct?
Right. That's agreed 100%.
Pretty much. We let them. We let them do it.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, man. We want to thank everybody for chiming in. That chimed in. Make sure y'all share, the live. Go like and share. Lynn Dupree page and turn the notifications on, and then go like, share, and turn the notifications on for Real Spill with Dupree. I'm Dupree.
I'm Lee. Luke.
Back.
And we got to continue this on, fellas. After this one, don't let us be the only one. We got something going here.
Post the cash app.
Post my cash app.
Somebody cash app. Somebody gonna see this and be like, "Oh my God, why y'all don't do another show?" Bitch, send the cash app.
Y'all got any anything to say as we check out? I think we all need to have
I'm gonna say one thing, ladies. If you got one of these simp side dudes that's sending you money, send us 10%. And we can coach you up on how to keep that going and even increase.
We can double that. We can double
it. Money back guarantee. So if your side dude is one of those guys who doesn't understand the game and is whatever, we can help you maximize that opportunity. Ladies, fellas, either way, we can do both. Right?
No Diddy.
Yeah.
You got something back to lead off with?
Nah, that's it right there, man. Just step your game up, everybody. Know your role, like The Rock say, man. Stay in your lane, and everything will be great, man. That's it.
Oh, follow me on OnlyFans too.
I'm gonna follow that up by just saying, if you ain't getting nothing else from this show, take this away. Men, know your value. Understand that you do not have to break the bank to get a woman's attention and keep a woman's attention. Actually learn how to hold a conversation. Actually learn how to be intentional. Actually learn how to understand emotions and her likes and needs and wants outside of money. And then you can save you some money because you'll be reaching her in another realm versus financial support. You actually can reach her by being able to stimulate her mind with your words and with your conversation. And it'll save you some money. Also, like Bat said, make sure when you're dating that you're upfront and you're upfront and you're honest about what your intentions is. If you only want to smash, then let her know. Women, if you only want money, let the man know. You can save a bunch of heartache and pain, a bunch of Instagram posts and social media posts about who ain't this, who ain't that. Right. It'll save a bunch of kids with no parent, no dad, because the dad ain't want the mom, and it'll save a bunch of that. I say that to say, be intentional with your time, your energy, and your emotions, and men, be honest with what you want out of a woman. Stop playing games.
And be intentional with your money.
And be intentional with your money. Stop caking.
Stop.
For real though.
With that being said, we out of here.
Good night.
Yes,
Love
sir.
y'all. See y'all tomorrow.
Out of here.